Hello, my name is Jeff Olson. I'm a two-time Olympian. Spent about 15 years of my life chasing snow around the world, and the last 15 years working on the human performance side, trying to help others game up. Overtraining ended my athletic career. I thought more was better, but I actually developed some chronic inflammation in my patella tendons, and I basically beat my body down. And over the last 15 years, I've learned a pretty powerful saying that I try to bring and impart to athletes around the world that I work with, and there's no such thing as overtraining, only under recovery. And recovery is where we kind of enter the conversation with athletes around eating well and the execution of it and getting it done. And so from a recovery standpoint, I consider sort of recovery to be a blind spot in conventional wisdom around sports nutrition. We try to introduce athletes to the idea of human performance nutrition, which is actually a higher form of sports nutrition because it fuels for physiological conditioning first, sports performance second. And what I mean by that is, food basically does three things to the body. The first two are athletes are pretty aware of. It's replenishing glycogen, carbohydrates, replenishing depleted glycogen stores, and rebuilding matter, rebuilding mass, rebuilding tissue around damaged muscle proteins, and using amino acids and proteins to do that. Those are the first two pillars, and tends to be and there's fats involved, obviously, carbs, proteins, and fats, calories, and that's really the kind of the conventional wisdom status quo. Where we kind of come in as the missing pillar, as I call it, the blind spot, and it's around the third thing that food does, which is condition function. Condition physiological function. If your physiology is not working well, not performing well, then even before you get on the field of play, you're going to be compromised. Food makes the body work. Good food makes the body work well. Great food makes the body perform. And it's around recovery where we sort of enter into people's sort of mind share around what you're eating. And I don't care if you're an Olympic athlete or you're a fitness buff or you're the greatest generation or the next generation or a type 2 diabetic or a type A personality. When you go inside the human body, we're more alike than we are different. And what brings the body to life is nutrient-dense foods. And so if you're an athlete, if you want to recover faster, recover stronger, recover higher, improve your adaptive response, build what I call physiological durability. Think of your body as a truck. You want to bang your body hard in a training cycle and get up the next day and bang it again, get up the next day, bang it again. If we can help you take 2 steps forward and not 1 step back, that's a performance advantage. And what I've seen over the last 15 years, when people come in and start to work with us and they start to eat more nutrient-dense foods, their recovery improves. Now, here's the thing with nutrient-dense foods. For example, plants. Plants, the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. Plants, fruits and vegetables don't have a lot of calories, don't have a lot of protein, don't have a lot of fats, don't have a lot of carbs. They have natural amounts of it. You need to eat more of it. But the fiber in them tends to prevent athletes from eating a lot. I'd eat 6, 7, 8, 9,000 calories a day just to maintain weight as an athlete. That's where that's where plant powders enter into the equation. I've been pounding plant powders for the last 18 years. We've got some wonderful programs and protocols, but really it's around the discipline of getting more matter that matters into your body. So if you want to learn more, reach out to Wiley, and we work with athletes all over the world, but I know it's made a big difference in his recovery, his physiological durability. And plant powders is a food-based approach to sort of fill in the gaps between what you should be doing and what you're doing. So good luck, God bless. We'll see you on the field of play. Take care.